Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Merry Christmas, everyone! Ho, ho, ho. I was like, ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Today is the last day of the Ol Advent calendar. I am...
Should have had like a little Christmas jingle going in the background for this episode.
Well, if I had my little jingle bells, I would have. I know I usually wear them all month long, but I haven't this time, so you'll have to just imagine that there's jingle. You know what I could do? I could just put the bed of the jingle bell, the
that's what I was
bells
thinking.
music.
Yeah,
I can just put that through the whole episode if you want.
Oh, you can just overlay it afterwards?
Yeah.
You're saying you can edit these things?
I can edit these things. I know I don't, but I could.
That's amazing.
I know. Technology. So, before we... Well, you know what? Let's just go ahead and dive into this beer, see what we got for the last day, and then we can discuss some things, wrap it all up in a nice, pretty bow.
I can't believe we're spending Christmas Eve together.
I know, it's so sweet. I feel like, man, we haven't been podcasting long, but you're just family, and you need to be here to eat the pickled herring and the meatballs, with everyone else.
Exactly.
So today's final beer is a bit of a surprise because it's kind of one of their standard winter beers.
Yeah.
It's not even one of their better standard winter beers. It is the Snowball Saison.
It's a Brett Saison.
It's a 8% Brett Saison that's overly sweet Christmas beers. Enough about overly sweet Christmas beers. This is a tart, funky, refreshing winter ale that you can enjoy while waiting because, the other... Anyway.
You can't enjoy the other stuff.
No, they're just horrible. They're just garbage. While waiting for the summer to come, bottle conditioned with Brettanomyces, you can keep this beer for as long as you want or drink it fresh. Well, we're choosing to drink it fresh, of course, because that's what we do on this show, is we drink beer.
I actually have a large bottle of that from, I believe, 2015.
Okay.
So
2015, wow.
Yeah, it should have bred it up quite nicely in the bottle.
Yeah.
So now I drank one fresh in 2015 when I got it. Mm-hmm. I think I got 3 of them at the same time because I wanted to age a few and just try one right at the get-go. And from what I remember, when fresh, it wasn't really that funky.
No.
It was more like a regular, just Saison.
Yeah. And it smells like a regular Saison.
Well, you get a little bit of funk on this one, I would say.
Yeah?
You feel the funk?
I feel the funk. No, it's definitely got a bit of the funk nose, the barnyardy kind of...
your favorite.
I know. I'm really super excited about this. Honestly, this is one of my least favorite Tuol's beers I've had, so I'm not really looking forward to this one. Okay. Let's just... cheers. Yep. Still not one of my favorite beers.
I think this one gets better with age.
Yeah,
it gets a little bit fruitier and
barnyardy. Yeah, I can feel the potential in this, and I think if you let it sit for a couple of years, I feel like it would be a really great experience.
Because the Saison yeast is still so fresh on this, so it's really strong. So in my mind, it gets better with age. But I mean, it's the 24th beer of the Advent calendar, so we have to open it.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have to try it today.
Yeah. But if any of you other listeners haven't opened it yet, I would recommend saving it for another year. Open it
at
for
least
next year's Christmas and let it kind of funk up in the bottle.
Yep. Yeah, I would definitely do that because you can feel like the potential in the glass. Like when you taste it, you're like, I can see where this beer can definitely develop and become more. But fresh, it's just a beer that needs to age.
Yeah,
for sure. As a matter of fact,
it's kind of a weird choice to end it on, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually a weird choice to put in the box altogether. Because
I can see the thought about putting it in, but I don't really see the point of having it as the last one.
No, I think the one yesterday's, the Santa Goza, would have been a great one to end on. just because it was more Christmassy themed, like Santa,
Well, this has got
24.
Snowball.
Yeah, but it's not as, it's more of the winter kind of concept, not
Yeah.
specific Christmas.
No, I'm just pulling your hair.
Yeah, I know, but I think like they're they make some really good Christmas stouts.
The Eula milk.
Yeah, Yule Milk is really really good.
I love the normal sort milk, the black milk. That one's amazing as well. Mm-hmm. And the Christmas one is also amazing. So I mean that's what I would have expected it to end on actually.
Yeah, me too. And because this box, all right, let's just take a look back at the box itself. How do you feel about overall? In the end, do you think the box was a good, interesting experience?
I think we were onto something when discussing a couple of episodes back about if we would get another advent calendar next year.
Yeah.
Where we kind of came into conclusion that if we were going to get one, we were probably going to get like a store-made one, so not a brand-made one, because that's going to make it more interesting with a bunch of different breweries and different beers. That being said, I think this is a great showcase of standard 2L beers.
Yeah, I felt like...
So it's like if you're not that heavily into craft beer yet, then I think this is a great way to get into and try a bunch of different styles.
Yeah, it is kind of like we call it a gateway box for for lack of a better term. I mean, you get a lot of different styles. They're mostly
nothing's going to be way out of the lines to scare you away from it.
I don't know, man. There was a couple in there. That Sir Galaxy was
quite insane.
Yeah, that was,
and also the Blackberry Ghost.
Was kind of insane. Santa's Hibernation.
Yeah,
I mean they had some pretty out there stuff.
But I mean,
everything
for the most part, it was like the middle ground.
Well, okay, stuff. So if you're thinking about theme wise, I felt like the theme was light and soured, because almost I would say 9/10 of the box was either something kind of light and fruity, or it was soured in some ways.
Yeah.
We only had a couple of beers, I don't know.
Did we have 3 or 4 dark beers in total? We had the coffee brown ale in the beginning.
We had a brown ale. We didn't have any stouts. We had one porter.
Didn't we have? No. Yeah, we didn't have any stouts at all.
Yeah. There was one porter. There was a couple of. There was a black IPA, a black Goza. There was
the black sour IPA.
Yeah, black sours. Yeah.
So it was 4 black beers.
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 more, but yeah, it was very very low. Everything was very of the straw apricot color, palette. As far as look goes, and the styles were overwhelmingly in the sour category. So I would say if you don't like sour beers, you would have really hated this box because it was pretty sour overall.
There was quite a few sour ones.
Yeah, and that really felt like their theme. Maybe that is an announcement that Twill is investing more in that kind of range. That's what we should expect from them in the next year or two.
It feels like they kind of safed a little bit with it. They didn't put all of their amazing stuff in there. It was kind of
you had a couple of you've got the Saison, you've got the My Pills, you've got the
Sour Pills was really nice.
The Sour Pills was again soured.
Yeah.
You had 3 or 4 that were just oh, okay, this is a thing I've seen for years now, and there's really nothing outstanding about it.
Yeah.
Kind of box filler stuff, which you would expect.
There's bound to be a few of the box filler stuff, but I think there was a little bit too much of the box filler.
Well, I was also surprised about the number of low alcohol beers.
Yeah. There was quite a few, but there was really only one of them that was bad.
That's true.
And the other ones were actually more our favorite ones.
That was the really weird thing is how good they were. I would not expected, so many of them to be amongst the highest rated that we had.
Yeah, but I also think if they had put in the Eula milk or some of their thicker black stouts as well, then those would have been up among the top shelf stuff as well.
Yeah,
the top rated stuff.
Easily.
Yeah. So I think in general is like a good gateway box. They saved it a little bit so that it would appeal to the broad masses. If you're like a hardcore craft beer fan, there's probably going to be quite a few bottles that you've tried before, and it might not be as exciting as you would have expected it to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I think overall it was, I think, a good value for the money.
Oh yeah. What did we work it out to be, like 40 per bottle? 45?
I think it was like 35.
35?
35 Danish per bottle.
Yeah, so that's not bad.
No, not bad at all. I think it was good. It was a lot of fun. Definitely we need to do this again next year.
Oh yeah.
I would say we got to try this again next year.
But I think we should get the kiosk.
I think the kiosk one is the way to go.
Yeah. So kiosk, if you're listening, then make a freaking awesome calendar next year.
Yeah. Don't you know what to do? Know what not to do. All right, and I'm gonna try to track down and see what was in their box from this year. If anyone's doing a rundown of it,
I'm sure we can figure it out.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they, at the end, like in January, all of these places that did their box calendars, they kind of did a rundown of like, this is what was in this year's. Yeah. And then we can go like, oh wow, that feels like a really messed out. Yeah, and that way you kind of build anticipation for the following year.
Also, if Kiosk was listening, they could just sponsor us with a box, and we could.
Yeah, we would love to. We take sponsorships. If any brewery is out there listening, we would be more than glad to review your beers on the show.
We're still waiting for those Monkish cans.
Yeah, I'm sure they are on their way any day now. Monkish is on that. They love us. So they are way all over us. All right. Anything else? What final thoughts or anything else you want to say?
Want to add to the discussion? I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, sir. Enjoy all of the lutefisk that your heart may.
The lutefisk.
Lutefisk that your heart may be able to stand.
I don't like that.
No? You don't like fish jello, as I like to call it?
No. Not a massive fan.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's so gross. Have you ever thought, how can you take fish and make it taste like a weird gelatinous mass? Lutefisk.
Yep.
That's your answer. It is a bizarre experience.
Go out, try it.
Yep.
You're going to be disappointed.
On every level.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, sir.
And to all of the listeners as well.
And thank you for, I guess, the past few months. I've really enjoyed the podcasting. It's been a lot of fun. I look forward to
many more months to come.
Yeah, the new year, and we will definitely going to get over into Copenhagen some. And we've got some plans for maybe some road trips to some other countries as well.
Yeah. So we're looking at Berlin as well.
Yeah, Berlin could be
some Stone Berlin and some of the other good pubs down there.
Yeah, that should be a very drunken
fun
experience. Maybe we'll do a trip to Brussels sometime and do a Cantillon episode.
I'm always up for that.
Yeah. I could say, let's go tomorrow. You'd be like, all right, let's go. Can we afford it? It doesn't matter.
There might be a few flights left today, so we could probably wing it. Not many people fly now on Christmas Eve anyway, so.
No, it's good. I mean, it won't be a problem.
Everyone's already gotten to their destination, so flights are probably super cheap.
Yeah, super, super cheap.
Yeah, it's like they'll pay us to go on the plane.
I think so. Yeah, I think so as well. Also, I'm going to the U.S. over between New Year's and into January.
You're actually leaving in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I am. So we will. I'll have some. I think I'm going to do an episode with the guys from Brew Blood. So it'll be a special Brew Bloods episode while I'm over there, and that'll be a lot of fun because we'll be in a bar in Texas, and we'll see. I think probably the Lakewood Brewing Company, and they do a lot of growlers and stuff. And they did the Temptress that we tried.
Yeah.
In our lost episode.
That was a real shame. That was a good beer.
That was a great beer. And I'll see if I can bring another one of those back because it was so good.
You should.
It's pretty common, so I don't think it'll be a problem.
That was a barrel aged one that we had, right?
No, we had the barrel aged saved. We have one barrel aged
the barrel aged saved.
We haven't tried that one yet.
Oh, nice.
It's a 550 as well.
Oh, yes, awesome.
Yeah. So we'll save that for a future episode.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yeah.
And we will
see you in a few few weeks.
Yeah, well, actually, no. We'll have our
we'll have
Omnipolo
our Omnipolo
episode
special, yeah.
will be out next week.
Yep.
And then the week after, I'll throw up the episode with the guys from Brew Bloods.
Yeah.
And then you and I will be
back to the grind.
Back to the grind of visiting bars and making
tough job.
Yeah, being annoying in different places.
All right.
Feliz Navidad, and be safe out there. Drink some great beers, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and all those great places,
and the iTunes,
and the
stitches.
Yes.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
Bye bye.